it's a journey. We started by introducing the concept of financial management to them. And then we're moving to several stages until we reach a certain point that we're confident that Filipinos are financially literate, or at least a step closer.
Back then, when we started Lista, we were primarily targeting smaller businesses to help them with their managing in terms of their finances, helping them essentially digitize their uh, financials. And as mentioned before, it was because they were heavily relying on pen and paper. So I got to see that firsthand from my family, and I wanted to kind of help them be more efficient. And then on the personal side, I've also been looking for a tool that would help me understand my finances. And when I looked out what was out there, there were no available tools. That's mainly, those two are mainly my motivations. I think for our case, I wouldn't necessarily call them challenges, but rather kind of opportunities. And the first opportunity that we have at this time is we're lucky enough to be the first kind of financial management app in the country that is made by Filipinos for Filipinos. So that means when you launch a new technology, there's a learning curve for users to adopt it. That's one. And then second, I think another opportunity that we had was the limitations in terms of tech infrastructure that we have in the country and connectivity. So when we started this stuff from day one, we knew that we wanted to target all Filipinos, from the north to the south, even in the remote areas. And in order for us to do that, we needed to make sure that the app was low in upsize and offline, meaning even without data, you're able to use this stuff. Because that's the only way we can actually truly reach all Filipinos. And then third, I think localization, an opportunity that we saw is there. And the reason for that is because it's not just enough to kind of copy paste an idea in a developed market. You need to incorporate elements that are localized. You need to be on the ground talking to the users and then apply that to your product.
Yeah, maybe to me, one of the maybe the problems
Yeah.
that we wanted to that we were facing is that money talks is taboo in the culture of Filipinos. Pag-usapang pera, people tend to, veer away.
Yeah.
And so it was a challenge for us, how to make it less intimidating for Filipinos. How do you attract them to understand their finances? And I think with the current state of the app, we're already there because over 3 million downloads says a lot already.
I think success primarily comes from giving value. In our case, giving value to our users, to our stakeholders, to our employees. I think the way we do that is again starting with the product, making sure that we're building something that Filipinos want. And if you start with that, everything else will fall into place. Rather that's monetization, rather that's making sure that the shareholders are happy. I think it starts from there. I think that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned from our mentors.
It's also growing with your users. It's a journey. We started by introducing the concept of financial management to them, and then we're moving to several stages until we reach a certain point that we're confident that Filipinos are financially literate, or at least a step closer. So making sure that you grow with your users by understanding what they need, and not just launch any product that you think they need. You have to confirm that yes, this is what they need. Then your growth will be